And we're back once again, only on It's After Hours, only on Full Swap Radio. And joining me here on location once again, we always love having some of the rising stars on the show. And this young lady here, well, she's been blowing up big time. You've seen her on podcasts, you see her on her website. She'll be she's a mini vids queen, and now she'll be at Exotica Chicago this April 11th, all the way through the 13th. I'm telling you right now, you don't want to miss her. I give you the beautiful, the busty, the blonde, and the very driven. I give you Mama Bombshell. This Bombshell. Let's start off here with. So, what's on tap for you coming up? You got Exotica Chicago. I'm guessing you have some more big things. Like, what is going on right now in the Bombshell world?
Oh my goodness, so many things. I told myself this year I was going to stay home a little and well, I'm home right now. This is my little cat. She'll be around. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
Okay, she has separation anxiety, so if I don't let her in, she will tear up my door like a Rottweiler. I am not joking. That little kitten does a lot of damage. Oh my goodness. So I leave for Texas on Sunday. When I get back from Texas, I go to Palm Springs. From Palm Springs, I go to Exotica. From there, I go to Phoenix. There's just so many wonderful opportunities with so many wonderful people. It's really hard to say no to be around such amazing, talented, also driven individuals. So I've just been a busy bee. I've been back and forth across the United States already, and it's just mid-March.
How tough is that sometimes? Because everybody talks about, oh, it's great being a content creator. Events like, wait a minute here, I need to cover like travel expenses. I need to cover, schedule, shoots. You're doing content trades. Like, how much goes into just like scheduling this stuff when you like plan ahead, figure, okay, what's my travel budget? How much can I fly first class? Do we need to get an Uber? Where do I stay? Like, a lot goes into this. So for you, like, how far in advance do you set up stuff, and how much do you have to sort of always like keep in the back of your mind? All right, if something falls through, I have a plan B.
Yeah, my plan B, I mean, I'm always making content no matter where I'm at. I'm one of those creators that are very engaged with their fans. So it doesn't matter if I'm home or I'm on the road or I'm at an Airbnb or I'm at Exotica. My fans know where I'm at. I let them know where I'm at so that they can engage with me and be a part of the adventure. That's really, really important for me, right? Is that my fans are with me on this journey and they're experiencing this journey. That's why I'm live on Instagram. That's why I'm chatting on OnlyFans. It is because I know how much they're having fun watching me do what I do. But it's not easy work, that's for sure. Let me tell you, when I was a new girl, I thought I was going to be able to take a couple pictures and smile and I was going to make all this money. Oh boy, was I wrong. This is a full-time business, right? And you work full-time hours. You are editing, you are shooting, you are socializing, you are networking, you are chatting. I chat with fans all day long and I love it, but it's a lot of work, and making content for them and fulfilling their requests. Um, it's a lot of work that way. And financially, I saw this post on Instagram and I was like, wow, this is just crazy, right? Like it said, billionaires spend millions, and millionaires spend thousands. And I was just like, when I think about how much money I spend, and I spend a ton of money on travel expenses, gear, testing. Testing alone's $500 a month. Okay, flights, rental cars, editors, all that kinds of stuff. I just remember like what I'm putting into it is what I'm going to get out of it, if that makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. And this is a bit of a weird question, so I apologize. But
Oh yeah, no
we
worries.
heard about Bonnie
I
Blue,
already
the
told
only
you I'm
queen.
an open book.
Oh, this is more like, So you've heard Bonnie Blue, and she went up. Oh yeah, she's sleeping with 100 people in one day, and you get and then all of a sudden there's the backlash, and people go, "Oh, this is terrible. This is horrible." That's all they do. Does it bother you when you see a Bonnie Blue because she treats it like it almost like, oh well, all you need is a camera, a couple people, you shoot a bunch of guys and just have sex and that's it. And as I've known, because I've talked to people like you, Sherry DeVille, Reagan Fox, uh, even people like Subgirl, like, it's like, no, there's a lot more goes into it. There's a lot more planning, there's a lot more scheduling, a lot more behind the scenes stuff. So for you, like, how much does it bother you when you see that? It's like, no, she has no idea. I have to do a lot more than just get a bunch of guys, have sex, and just film it.
Yeah, I mean, that's only for me, that's only a small portion of it. I'm probably on set, probably like doing like actual sexual scenes, probably 20% of the time. The other 80% of the time, I am, socializing with my fans. I am making social media content. I'm editing, I'm fulfilling customs, I'm doing video calls, I'm chatting with other models, brainstorming with them. So I just, this is where my problem with statements like that, and I haven't listened to her, so I have no idea. I'm just saying the statement in general. The statement in general that all you need is a phone and just to take some sex tapes, like, if it was that easy, oh, I would be just so excited. But the thing is I can make all the sex tapes I want, but if there's nobody there to view them, if there's nobody to purchase them, what's the point of them? So how are you getting viewers to your page to view your content and to purchase your content? I know that's where a lot of my work comes into is producing ways and revenues of getting seen so that people know who I am, so they know to go to my click pages and my subscription pages to purchase content. And that's why I say probably 20% of the time I'm actually shooting with other creators. 80% of the time I'm making other types of content to bring viewers in and to fulfill requests from my fans. So I don't know. I don't get that.
When you're doing that for you yourself, like for Mama Bombshell, like how tough is it finding people that you can collaborate with who A are professional, B, you know, bring the energy, and C, they're also going to look out for you. Like they're going to make sure, all right, yeah, we're not going to, waste your time. We're going to make sure you get the content back. Like just finding people are like, all right, we're actually going to try to help you rather than just screw you over.
So for me, if somebody reaches out to me and they're like, "Hey, I want to collab," I have a pre-written dialogue already prepared. So if somebody messages me and say, "Hey, I want to collab," they get a whole spiel right away. It's like, "Hey, thank you so much for reaching out. This is who I am. This is my content style. These are my do's. These are my don'ts. These are my expectations. If I shoot content with you, these are my expectations, what I require from you as a creator to agree with in order to even move forward with this conversation." Right. So I'm not going to wait until we, schedule something and then we're like somewhere in some Airbnb or hotel or whatever, and then go over my do's and don'ts, and then go over what kind of content creator I am, then go over my negotiation as what you can and cannot do with my content. That's just wasting both of our time. So for me, if you reach out to me, you're going to get the spiel first. You agree to the spiel. I want to call it a spiel. I guess you agree to my terms. And if you agree to my terms, then we can move forward with the conversation. I also ask everybody right away to send me all their social links so that I can go review their accounts. Are they marketing? Are they tagging? What are people saying in the comments? And then usually I'll scroll through their socials. I'll find 3 people who they've worked with. I'll reach out to them and I'll say, hey, so and so reached out to me. What was your experience working with them? Have you had any issues? Would you refer them? Would you work with them again? So by the time I'm face to face with somebody, we've already gone through a whole process, let me tell you. And I am currently building networks for male and female only. I am building networks where creators can come in, we can network, chat, and get to know each other a little bit better versus like Twitter and what we post on Twitter, because social media is not always reality. I'll say that. And that way we can tell each other like, hey, you know what, I worked with this person, this was my experience. I think that's really, really important that as creators that we have a community that we can rely on, and that we can chat with each other openly in.
I'm glad you brought that. I'm glad you brought up, because when you're networking and you're doing all this, you're also trying to get an idea of like, all right, do we gel? Do we not? What's your personality? And that's tough to do when you're on social media, because it's not like there's a button that goes, oh yes, I am bubbly and personally, and you can see it here. I am this, and very deep in thought. You can see here, like, so. How do you get a vibe from people, especially when you yourself are very outgoing and friendly? You want to make sure that person can match your energy.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. So that's just where conversation comes from. Social media isn't always what it's made out to be, but you can get a lot of information from somebody, their style, and the way that they move by not just viewing one social media, but viewing multiple social medias. And again, finding people that they worked with, reaching out to those people, asking them kind of like what is their vibe, what was their experience. So sometimes it's a hit and miss, but usually by the time and I don't know, I don't know if I haven't had really a huge problem, because like I believe in manifestation and energy and the laws of attraction myself. So therefore, like I feel like I attract really great people. Saying that, it's kind of like dodgeball. Every once in a while, you do get hit in the face. um and that's when you just have to be like, you know what, like maybe the content wasn't very in line with what I personally was needing, and then giving that person the opportunity, hey look, this might not be something that's going to do very well on my page. I don't know if I can post this. Maybe taking clips from it. It's just about having conversations with people, because this is a business, and like every business there's going to be challenges, there's going to be people who don't clash together, people that do really, really well together. And if I tell somebody, hey, you know what, at this point in time, I don't think we're a match, you're not what I need at this particular point. I have tons of content. I have tons of content, right? So for me, I have a list when I go to a collab, when I go to an event, and I'm like, these are the things I need, right? If I need a 23-year-old BBC, a 40-year-old BWC is not going to work for the scene that I'm planning out. So don't take that offensive. If I say that I don't want to work with you at this particular time, there might be a time where I need that. And by your behaviors towards me, you act really professional to me, I'll keep that in mind. Oh my gosh, you know what, I need that 40-year-old BWC. Oh my gosh, he was so professional with me when I reached out, when I told him that I couldn't collab at that moment. Hey, I got a scene, I got a custom that needs to be fulfilled. So always conduct yourself professionally, at all times. I think it's important, because you just never know, and you never know you don't want people talking to other people and talking about how unprofessional you were. Did that answer your question?
It does. So here's This is a simple question, but it's a tough question. What do you want? Because it's different when you first started out. I'm guessing you want to build a name, you want to shoot some fun content, you want to make some money, and then once you make do that, it's well, I want this differently. So now after a couple of years and after you've established like what is it now that Miss Mama Bombshell wants, and how tough is it trying to figure that out when it changes like every couple of months when it's like, oh yeah, I did this, now I want to do this.
Yeah. Well, I listened. Are we talking about content in general?
Content, business, everything. Like, what is it right now that you want in life?
So for content, I usually ask my fans what they want. What do I need more of? What would you guys like to see more of on my page? Would you like to see more solos? Would you like to see more girls? I do polls on my page all the time asking them, hey, do you think I need more boob content? Do you think I need more ass content? Do I need more anal content, more BBC, more girl? And usually, what I'll do is after I do the poll, I'll look and I'm like, okay, they're craving more girl. So I'm going to schedule girl. So, I'm enjoying the ride on a personal level. I am enjoying what I'm doing. I'm a person that loves people. I love sex. So I like it when my fans kind of help me out. With that, I am a creator that has I'm so diverse with my content because I'm a MILF first, but I am also kind of a hot wife. I am a lesbian. I do have, big natural tits. I have a big natural ass. Um, so I do need to, and pretty toes. Can't forget my feet, guys. So I cater to a wide range of subscribers with all kinds of different kinks. So I kind of try to, if I've done a lot of feet content, then I'm like, oh, you know what? They're missing the titties. I need to do some boob jobs. I need to do some boob playing. Um, yeah, and as for what I want personally, uh, I am having a blast, right? I see myself wanting to do this for many more years. And of course, this is, I'm taking money, I'm investing money into other avenues because I am 44. I'm not going to be young forever, but I do have plans that when I do retire from this, that I will open a like Mama vintage page so that so many fans, many MILF lovers for many, many years can enjoy my experience through my content this journey.
So, last question for let you go, and we'll definitely bring you on back again. Because we're running out of time. We don't have time to do all this here, but
And I
when
can
do you
talk
decide to
forever.
hang it up? Because most people, it's like, well, we're going to do this. And then all of a sudden you realize, oh, I'm having too much fun. I don't want to give it up. I'm enjoying this. So for you, how tough is that where it's like, oh, you have these plans like, well, when I retire, then all of a sudden it's like, yeah, but I'm having too much fun. I'm making money. I don't want to give this up because once I give it up, there's no going back.
Hmm. Well, look at Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he got forced out. That was a difference. So unless
He
you have like a
didn't keep
huge
coming back,
gambling
kept
problem
coming
and
back, kept coming
yeah,
back.
somebody gets killed and the porn industry says, hey, you gotta go away or else we're gonna get federal indictments. I don't see that happening to you, but
No.
yeah.
Well then, I think that what it's also important as creators, especially ones that are making good money, because we're independent business holders. Why did I say that? Independent business owners, but we are holders. Um, it's important that we do think about retirement. And just like any business out there, you do need to put nuggets away for the future and rainy days. So I'd say any creator that's making a good amount of money, anybody at all, you should be putting money away for that. Everybody wants to retire eventually.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, we love having her on the show. I give you the sexy, the beautiful, the gorgeous. I give you it is Mama Bombshell. So, Mama, before we let you go, we got to talk about the site quickly. So,
Yeah, I'm not in a
mamablondebombshell.com.
hurry at all.
Yeah.
So
What can we
I'm
expect from that
chilling.
site? Mamablondebombshell.com. Like, what is it about? What can we see? And what are some of the goodies you have on it?
I love the tongue twister. Everybody gets tongue twisted. They're like, mama, blah, 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 blah. You see somebody trying to say that with a couple of drinks in them. So Mama Blonde Bombshell is, it's just a little bit of a website that talks about, so first, I kind of coin myself as a confidence coach, right? Um, like it doesn't matter if I'm helping somebody masturbate or helping somebody create a better day for themselves. I'm there to help people feel better and more confident about themselves. If I'm helping a model, if I'm helping a subscriber, um, so it just talks about a little bit about my enthusiasm and journey there. It has some pictures on it, and then it also has links to my OnlyFans free page, my OnlyFans paid page, and my Fansly page. ManyVids is not on my website, but you can find me on ManyVids at Mama Bombshell. This is the thing is, if you Google me, I'm like, whew, I'm all over the internet. You put Mama Bombshell, Mama Bombshell, you can find all my stuff there.
Mama Bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, once again, always an honor, pleasure having you on the show. We come back. We got a lot more going on here, only on It's After Hours, only on Full Swap Radio.